Thank you, Nicole. Hi, Isaac. You're live now. How are you? It's
I'm
Helena.
doing okay, guys. How are you doing? Hi, Helena. Good to talk with you. I hope you're doing good tonight.
I hope you
How's the
are
weather
doing
out there
good
for you
tonight.
guys? Is it chilly out there tonight? I know it's supposed to
It's
be getting cold here soon.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. It was raining earlier, but we've got the canopies up, so we're good. We've got all the live streamers out here. David and Stormtrooper, Rebecca, Nicole, me, Tammy are out here. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing okay tonight. It's been a long day. It's been exciting though. A couple of good things that I wanted to give you guys a heads up about. The first good amount of, I guess, good news that I was able to get today is that I was finally, because of you guys and Pastor Corey, who is a good guy from Michigan, my pastor down there in Michigan, had a lot of people in the church as well as the general and you guys making calls to the U.S. Marshals. I was able to get seen by the doctors today, and so that was very, very good. They did do a full evaluation, and they did a test on my arm. They determined that there is some issue with one of the nerves. I don't know how to pronounce the name of whatever the nerve is. It's like a really long, weird name, and I didn't write it down, so I really have no clue what it is. But they issued me some treatment that is supposed to be starting tomorrow. It's a nerve medication, I guess, a pill. So hopefully that'll help. They did, like I said, a couple big tests today, and they did also replace the light switch in the jail, which I thought was really nice as well. They got that fixed, so nobody else is going to be zapped. And I'm okay. Again, I wasn't dying or nothing, but it was really bothering me. I just have had this tingling in my hand, and it still isn't fixed yet. But hopefully, with the treatment, it'll start to go away. And finally, because of the Patriots out there, I was able to get some help with that. So thank you guys for that. The second amount of news I got, it's kind of a little bit of good and bad. So as you guys know, I spoke about it in my letter to the Gateway Pundit. When I was 8 years old, I came forward against a child predator, and that man was charged. However, it all got swept under the rug. He ended up hurting 3 more people, come to find out. And so in 2020, not too long after I got emancipated, I refiled charges against the man. This is how I found out about the other 3 people. They ended up coming forward and filing as well. And because of that, we have been waiting for the trial for quite some time. This past July, maybe a couple, I don't know, maybe not even a month, honestly, before I got put in here, I had the trial for that guy, and the guy was found guilty on all counts for the 4 victims, for the rape and the molestation of me and multiple people. And today he had sentencing. Took a lot of work, but thanks to Condemned USA, I was able to be there by Zoom. Huge shout out to Steve Metcalf as well. They made sure that the jail and everyone was able to get me on there by Zoom to give my statement at his sentencing. And the man was sentenced to a mandatory minimum of 12 years in prison with a maximum of 50 years. And after 12 years is up, they will hold a hearing with the Department of Corrections to see if he'll be released. The judge also ordered mandatory life tether, GPS tether, as well as mandatory registry on the public sex offender registry. So that was a little bit of a win. That was me kind of going after the system. I was under DHS's care when I was being moved around to different foster homes, like family members and placements. And throughout my time being shuffled around in there is when that had ended up happening. And so, like I said, it got swept under the rug, but I was able to get justice for that. And it was kind of a shot in the face to the system, letting them know that even though they didn't hear me when I came forward when I was younger, that I wasn't going to give up, and I kept pushing forward and speaking up, and the man was found guilty, and today he was sentenced, and that was a little bit of good news. I wish he would have got a lot more time, but again, he could spend up to the next 50 years, but he has a mandatory minimum of 12 years, so that's,
well,
again,
I can imagine that this
that's
must kind of be a little bittersweet for you, because I know you tried to expose this man, and then you not being able to follow through with a few things gave him the ability to harm 3 other people. So there has to be some sort of, good feeling today for you that you were able to give that impact statement and,
well, it
see
was
this.
good, but he actually hurt some of these people before me as well.
I guess
It wasn't really any of our fault. At the end of the day, I can't take the blame, and there's only one person to blame, and that is the guy who did it. But
Of course.
But yes, I did. I was worried that he was going to hurt more people, and today I was able to tell him that he's not going to be able to hurt anyone else. And I was also able to do probably the hardest part.
Isaac, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yes, Deb, you.
No,
Nicole
you're in a
would
bad
like to message
spot.
with
You may
you.
have
I
to
told
move
her I
around a
had your
little bit.
number, so I will just send her number to you, or your number to her. Yeah.
So-
I might have to call back in.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
A little better? Okay. I said, the hardest thing to do that I was able to do today was to be able to tell the man that I do forgive him for what he did. And it's a really hard thing, but I felt led to do that. And so I'm glad I was able to do that. Not for him, but for myself, because it's what I need to do. So that was good news. And, being able to get the medical treatment was also some pretty good news. So I'm getting a little bit in a better position now. Had a lot of losses, but I've gotten a couple of wins now, so that's good to know. And it lets me know that God is still working even when times are crazy and feels like everything's kind of coming at you at once. I got a couple wins. So,
Well, let me ask you.
that's good.
I know that you called the general today, and you were asking him to help you out with getting some funds put on your commissary. Did that get taken care of? I'm sorry, your tablet.
Not quite yet, but it seems to be a pretty good lady. She was out.
Isaac, you're breaking up again. I can't hear you. You're gonna have to move around a little bit.
Okay, is it a
I
little
didn't
bit
hear
better now?
any of your response. Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, that's better now? Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm on the tablet, so it does that.
It's okay.
I said, well, actually, originally, I was
You're all
going
right.
to, I was, I was gonna send the general, I asked him if I could send him my card numbers so he could add some money from my card, but he told me no, he would get taken care of, so that was good. That was always nice to hear. I didn't have to use any of my own funding because I don't have very much of it, but yeah, he's gonna make sure I'm taken care of. I'm
Okay.
sure he will. So.
All right. Well, I'll
that'll be
follow
good.
up with him to make sure. I didn't have an opportunity to speak to him yet. He just left me a message, so I'll make sure that we get that
Yeah.
taken care of for you.
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to say too, I do want to clarify because, again, I'm not somebody who is going to put myself in the middle of the craziness, but I do want to address some truth on my part. So if people have any sort of, any sort of questions about me or what I stand for or what I do, please just stay with me. I've been told within the last night that I am a drifter and that I've raised almost $1 million, and I have no idea where this is coming from. So please, if you guys have any questions about the fundraising I've done for my legal bills, please get with me or Condemn USA. Trent Evans we have an official contract. He deals with all of my fundraising. He's helped me set up many of the interviews that I've done, and he oversees the gives and go and everything. So if anyone feels like I am drifting or taking any money, just please talk to me, or please talk with Condemned USA. I have no intention of ripping any of the Patriots off. I can't even afford my current legal bills, and Trez can vouch for that. He had to help me out of his own pocket, so they can definitely vouch that I didn't even have enough to pay my down payment. So I definitely don't have $1 million raised or anything even close to that. Right now, I've raised a grand total of $28,000 on my Gifts and Go, which is actually really good. Again, a huge shout out to Condemned USA. They helped me a lot with that. And also a huge shout out to the Gateway Pundit. I've done 3 articles with them, and each one has helped me raise a good chunk of funding. This money has went to originally John Pierce and then to Stephen Metcalf. The money is not going into my own pocket. It's not getting spent on anything other than legal, and also the travel costs that it costed for me to get from Flint, Michigan down to DC, and then once I got to Texas, from Texas to DC. So I just wanted to clarify that. So if there's any rumors on that, people can just get with me. I know there's been a couple things that have went around. I don't want to even get into the details because I have no interest in fighting with anyone. But we really got to get along. We got to start being kind to each other and stop spreading stuff about each other. We're all in this fight together right now. We're all kind of in a pretty miserable situation. So we just need people to try to get along, please, at least for a little bit longer, because this is... I don't like being called a grifter. I know there is definitely people in this movement that have grifted off of us, off of our stories. I've been accused of now, like I said, within the last couple of days, this stuff has started. I've also been accused of lying about my story in foster care, and I've been told that it's all just a big hoax just to make money and make people feel sorry for me. The way I can address that is to first off, do not feel sorry for me. I have became a warrior because of the battles that I faced. I don't even feel sorry for myself. Yes, I've had a very rough past, but it's all given me a purpose. And so I haven't lied.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I haven't lied about anything in the Gateway Pundit articles or any of that. So I just wanted to address that. And this is the last time I'm even going to talk about it. I didn't even want to say anything up here tonight because, again, this really isn't a platform for that, but I do feel it is important to make sure that people know the truth. And if they have any questions, I'm an open book. I will answer any questions that anyone has. And I just want to see us unite as a movement and get every single J6er out of this jail that is being held hostage by the Biden machine. The real enemy here is the devil and the Biden regime and the people that are persecuting innocent American citizens. So please stand up and pray for our country and pray that we will have unity and peace and that we can stand together and defeat these people. Pray for President Trump and for all of the J6 hostages. A huge shout out to the president.
Thank you for using.
Oh, I was about to say I'm going to pray for you too, Isaac. I am going to pray for you, Isaac. Isaac is a kid. He just turned 21. He's been through a lot. I don't know what's going on in there, but he's right. We've really got to tamp all of this stuff down, and they've got to come together, and there's got to be some unity. There's got to be some handshaking, hugging it out, and just getting past all of this, because there's a lot going on in there, but there's a lot of love, concern, and people that really just want the best for all the Gen 6ers in that pod. So let's pray for everyone, because all of this division is not helping anybody.